Good afternoon. Fade to black breaking news for this Thursday, June 1st, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Let's get straight to it, everybody. Here we go. On this day in history, 1980, Ted Turner's cable news network, otherwise known as CNN, headquartered in Atlanta, began 24-hour live news broadcasts this day in 1980 and gained worldwide attention in 1991 for its around-the-clock coverage of the Persian Gulf War. Wow, that was a day in history, 1980. Here we go. Fader facts. People, and I know you thought about this, people are more creative in the shower. Warm or hot water on your head causes an increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. But you don't sing any better. There you go. There's your fader fact today. You always wonder about that, right? Those ideas pop in your head when you're in the shower. Now you know. There's your fader fact. Let's get to the breaking news. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un Fatty Fat's sister said earlier today that Pyongyang would correctly place a spy satellite into orbit soon, a day after their first attempted crash. Right? Okay, now listen. This is a direct quote from Kim Yo-jong. And I'm not making this up. Quote, the U.S. is a group of gangsters who would claim that even if the DPRK launches a satellite in space orbit through balloon, it is illegal and threatening, end quote. That's all I've got. South Korea recovered North Korea's rocket and satellite after it crashed into the sea, and are studying the technology, and I will keep you posted. The U.S. is a group of gangsters. For the first time, scientists have used X-rays to characterize the properties of a single atom, showing that this technique can be used to understand matter at the level of its tiniest building blocks. X-rays are considered a suitable probe for the characterization of materials on an atomic level because their wavelength distribution is comparable to an atom's size. Incredible. Now, scientists have used X-rays to characterize the properties of a single atom, showing that this technique can be used to understand matter at the level of its tiniest of sizes. Led by physicist Tolupe Ayayi of Ohio University and Argonne National Laboratory, they showed that X-rays can be used to characterize the elemental and chemical state of just one atom. I remember years ago on the show, I said, has anybody ever photographed an atom? A photograph of an atom. And Fader Knots responded, and you all sent me the same picture. But now, finally, we're getting closer. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Earth has pushed past 7 out of 8 scientifically established safety limits and into the danger zone, not just for an overheating planet that is losing its natural resources, but for the well-being of people living on it. According to a new study, the study looks at the guardrails for the planetary ecosystem, but for the first time, it includes measures of justice, which is mostly about preventing harm for countries, ethnicities, and genders. The study by the international scientist group Earth Commission, published in Wednesday's journal Nature, looks at climate, air pollution, phosphorus, nitrogen contamination of water from fertilizer overuse, groundwater supplies, fresh surface water, the unbuilt natural environment, and the overall natural and human-built environment. Check this out. Only air pollution wasn't quite at the danger point globally. Absolutely incredible. The National Science Foundation has awarded $91.8 million to the University Corporation for Atmospheric Research to build a groundbreaking radar that could improve predictions of hurricanes and other high impact storms and allow researchers to see much deeper into clouds than is currently possible. The radar will be flown by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, and their Hurricane Hunter aircraft to support weather forecasting. The radar, called the Airborne Phased Array Radar, or APAR, will mount to the outside of a National Center for Atmospheric Research aircraft and provide close 3D views of what is going on deep inside clouds and severe storms. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. After police found a body in a black steamer trunk in a wooded area in Florida 53 years ago, the mystery of the trunk lady became a cold case for decades. Now, using DNA evidence, police have identified the victim as Sylvia June Atherton, a mother of 5 from Tucson, Arizona. On Halloween back in 1969, St. Petersburg police were called to a wooded area behind what was then a restaurant called the Oyster Bar. Assistant Chief Michael Kozhev said at a news conference this past Tuesday. He said 2 children reported seeing 2 white men in a pickup truck unload the trunk in the field and then leave. While police now know her name, they still don't know who killed Sylvia. DNA. There you go. Check this out. This is incredible. A necklace carrying the tooth of a prehistoric shark known as the megalodon have been discovered in the wreckage of the Titanic during a digital scan of the sunken ship. Coincidence? Tonight, I'm doing Mega Sharks and Megalodon tonight on the show with Max Hawthorne. Strange, right? But for more than 100 years, the necklace sat at the bottom of the ocean following the sinking of the Titanic in 1912, according to Magellan, a deep water investigation company that carried out the scan. Images from the scan show a gold necklace with a tooth of a megalodon, scientifically known as, well, a giant megalodon, a prehistoric shark that lived more than 23 million years ago. Megalodons were faster than any shark alive today and big enough to eat an orca whale in just 5 bites. The necklace was discovered by Magellan during a project to produce a full-size digital scan of the Titanic, which the company says is the largest underwater scanning project in history. And finally, I'll leave you with this. Elon Musk has reclaimed his position as the world's wealthiest person. That's according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Tally, which estimated the dude's net worth and now at about $192 billion, compared to the LVMH CEO Bernard Arnault's $187 billion. The two SRBs, or stupid rich billionaires, a term used to refer to people with fortunes of more than $100 billion, have been neck and neck for the top spot for months. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Thursday, June 1st, 2023. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. I'm Jimmy Church. Go back, Lee Tappy.